Deep in the depths of London, there was a tube station that didn't appear on maps: Blackthorn Halt. In the 1940s, a train and 200 passengers mysteriously disappeared into the tunnels from this station. According to official records, the train never reached its destination. However, urban legends said that the train returned as a ghost every 40 years and collected new passengers. In 2023, 3 urban explorers, documentary filmmaker Clara, cameraman Jake, and historian Oliver, decided to solve this myth. Clara's goal was to make a documentary about the missing train, but Oliver suspected a darker truth behind the incident. It wasn't an accident. The train disappeared to feed something, he insisted. At midnight, they descended into the tunnels from an abandoned entrance near Holborn Station. They came across graffiti on the walls that read, "Welcome to Blackthorn Halt. There is no return." Jake turned on the camera. "This place is a time capsule. It's like no one has set foot in it for 80 years. When they reached the station, the air was suddenly freezing cold. On the platform were newspapers from the 1940s, rusty teapots, and dusty tickets. Clara read the headline of a newspaper. "Missing train. 200 passengers and crew mysteriously vanish." Oliver found a cracked sign on the edge of the platform. It read, "Blackthorn Halt, one way only." "This is a trap," he muttered. But at that moment, the sound of a train whistle could be heard from deep within the tunnel. The sound was getting closer. "The train won't run at this hour. This must be a ghost train," Jake said as he cleaned his lens. Clara turned the camera excitedly towards the tunnel. "Here it comes!" A black train emerged from a greenish mist. Human figures were moving in the windows of the carriages. But these were not real people. They were like shadows, their faces blurred and carrying old suitcases. When the train pulled onto the platform, the doors creaked open. The interior was empty, but a voice whispered, "Get in! It's time!" Clara stepped forward as if hypnotized. Jake pulled her by the arm. "Clara, don't! This is a trap!" But Clara's skin had become icy and hard as stone. Her eyes began to turn black. "They're waiting for me," she growled. Oliver tried to pull Clara away as the train doors closed, but he had no strength. The train hissed and disappeared into the tunnel. Jake and Oliver were screaming helplessly on the platform. When the police arrived at the station the next day, they found no trace, but Clara's camera was still on the platform. The video footage showed the shadows inside the train touching Clara and slowly melting her body. In the final frame, Clara's face was turned to the screen. Her eyes were completely black, her mouth frozen in a scream. But the story didn't end there. 2 years later, 2025, Ava, a young podcast producer, was investigating Clara's disappearance. She found Clara's camera footage. "This train is real, and it will return," she wrote. When Eva descended into the same tunnels, she encountered Clara's ghost on the platform. Clara's eyes were still black, but this time she was smiling. "You found me. Now it's your turn." Ava started running, but the train whistle sounded behind her. Green fog surrounded the tunnels.